Hey, it worked. We're live.
It worked. We're live. Hey. Oh my god, we did it.
Hello everybody and welcome back. It's been a minute. We don't have a starting soon screen anymore because, as I said a minute ago, everything but this screen is irrevocably broken, which is fine because we really only need this screen anyway, right? Anyway.
I'm going to say we need a starting soon screen because I got hit by an ad as soon as it started up.
Oh, well, that would actually make sense. So let's talk about Space Marine 2 because I am absolutely buying that day one. In fact, I'm buying it as soon as I remember to go buy it, which I've been saying for like 2 months, but it's fine. And now the ad should be over, maybe. Maybe?
It's over.
It is.
Okay, so we're back officially. Welcome back, everybody. And it's, may I say, very nice to see everybody again. Except, excuse me while I go shut my door because everybody's yelling at each other. Hang on. We can still talk though. You guys talk.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
I want to know like how old everybody started swearing at. That's what I want to know.
I don't fucking know.
I was a really innocent child, and I thought that saying heck at like 14 was bad.
Wow.
I know.
I do very clearly remember being in like 4th grade and sitting in the back of the school bus and just like flicking off cars behind us because we thought it was funny.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
How is this fitting for our characters right now?
I don't think, like, I swore here or there, but like I didn't actually swear a lot, like it become part of my vocabulary until like 8 years ago when I started working for the Boar's Head distributor with a bunch of guys, and everyone just swore and it just kind of became part of my vocabulary. And then my grandmother told me, "You swear too much, you need to stop." So I try to cut back now.
I 100% my career made my swearing worse because like working with a bunch of blue collar guys will do that. But I distinctly remember the first time my parents heard me swore, and I was like 12. So that means I had gotten so comfortable doing it that I did it on accident in front of them. So it's got to be like 8 or 9. You know what I mean?
I specifically remember my 18th birthday card from my parents said that I could cuss now. And I thought that I was being bad, and I was like, "Aw, damn."
I do like my mom she had no filter when she was talking when I was a kid, so every word I learned was from her.
I know I embarrassed my sister when I was younger. I was like 12, 13. We were driving in the cars in the far back seat, and there was some motorcycle guy following us, and I was flicking him off, and he followed us home. And it was like one of my sister's like fellow high school. She was a senior in high school at the time. And he followed us home, and it happened to be like this guy from high school she knew. She was so embarrassed. Like, I wasn't doing that. And he's like, "Yeah, you were."
I did say I did say titties in kindergarten.
Oh, well.
Well, I mean, who hasn't?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No.
I got suspended for the day.
So what I'm getting at is
Titties?
like
Titties.
Deadpool and Wolverine is a children's movie.
Yeah. There's a dog in it, right? So
There is a dog, and the dog.
Oh
is
my
not
God! Now the whole movie is spoiled. Everything else has been spoiled except for the dog, and now I know about it.
Hey, Jesse, you want to know something else about the movie? Wolverine's in it.
What the fuck?
I know.
We're gonna play this game here, and we're accidentally gonna spoil something for Jesse.
wait, I haven't seen it yet either, so don't spoil it.
Neither have I, but I've been on
less
TikTok.
than half
So
of us
Jesse, I
have
sent
seen
you
the
a
movie.
DM, and it's not a spoiler, I promise.
Oh, I saw that. Yes, the bot broke also.
Cool.
So, let me hang on.
It's probably fine.
All you gotta do is just be like live link.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
If I could remember where that channel is. Oh, it's probably under notifications, which I've minimized. Hang on, everybody. I'm gonna do the
Also,
work
hi,
of
Sammy.
Sandoff.
And friends. Anybody looking? Hello.
I wonder if I can convince my husband to bring me a water.
Do it.
Guys, I did it. I wrote a message. So no.
Nice.
Okay. So,
So
Amazing.
proud of you.
so anyone who has been keeping track knows that it has been quite a while since our last stream.
Yeah.
Which now that I am here makes me kind of laugh because we just had like a, well, okay, long story. Anyway, wedding this past weekend, and then we had like a confession there, and I was making jokes about that all weekend. So because we had to like clear all the wedding stuff out because the wedding like storage room was also the confessional room. So anyway, not relevant at all. I don't know why we went there. So, but it was a good, it was a great wedding. So, you know, in case anyone was wondering, it has been 84 years, Sammy. I'm so sorry. It has been. So I was rewatching the last stream to get caught up to where we are now. And Darth mentioned that it was their birthday. And then I also said, oh, that's my dad's birthday. And then I realized that means it has been over 2 months since the last time we have done a stream. And technically we tried to do it 2 weeks ago and everything just was breaking everywhere and I was running late because I had something else going on. And anyway, it is very nice to be back. Long story short, I am excited to kind of not conclude, but start coming to a conclusion possibly on this campaign because I am very excited for the ending that we planned like a year ago. It feels like. Anyway, so
We also did that 84 years ago.
yes,
Yeah.
it was written before the Emancipation Proclamation. I don't know if anyone remembers that, but
It's been 84 years since then.
no, it's been a lot more than 84 years.
I feel old.
Anyway, okay, so
learn
recap.
one
I
thing
will
more.
do a quick recap for everybody since I just finished watching half of the video. So in our last session, we 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 left the forest that Maddie is now kind of in charge of, or is the forest. Maddie lost internet connection for about a half hour, so we messed around with Maddie's hat in the town, and then we sailed back to Doma, where Micah and Mazzarello. I was used to saying all the M names, and now I'm like, I gotta wean myself back into it here. Micah and Mazzarello went to go have a chat with Arik. Ran into an old friend, the alchemist, whose name suddenly escapes me, even though I know it because I just was listening to it. Yorgiv, thank you. Yorgiv, we had a conversation. He turned into a mouse. That was fun. And then he gave Micah, stupidly, a plasma ball that is, instead of plasma, has souls. What?
I said stupidly.
It was stupid for him because
Oh,
you
okay.
used it to summon Deke and had a very long conversation with him. And then he had a meeting. He had to go, and then you guys went, and nothing really happened there. And here we are. Nothing important happened in the hour conversation you had with Deke.
No, it was just casual chit chat, you know, weather.
Whether or not you guys are gonna live. Anyway, so
Let me
that's where we're
go
picking
real
up.
quick. How to kill a god.
So Micah has come back from her vision with Deke conversation. And I believe he gave you a new task, didn't he?
Did he?
We'll get back to that later.
Yeah.
But we are all back in the ship now, and we are continuing with whatever you guys want to do. So take it away. And I didn't get the music on, so you guys take it away while I put the music on.
In Doma.
Small little thing that you possibly forgot from the recap.
Oh, I don't doubt it, but go ahead.
They took some of my coins to try to summon the Lord of Souls and got bones instead.
That's right.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that
A little
part.
snappy snaps.
Nothing real big going on there.
Oh, just a dead guy.
Right?
What?
We were trying to revive them or something last time, now that I think of it. I forget if we did or not.
Oh yeah, how are we trying to do that? I don't
think we were
recall.
putting the crown on him.
Oh,
yeah.
that's right. We put all the items on it and did nothing.
Played pretend.
Does anyone have Speak with Dead?
I don't.
I do not.
No, but I can reanimate him real fast.
I think you tried that and it didn't work.
No, it would work, but it doesn't like.
No, but I meant
It's
like it
just
didn't
like-
work for us to talk to them, I mean.
Yeah, it's just like playing puppets with the bones.
Can you make him do the Charleston?
Yeah.
I love it. It's beautiful. Are we on the ship or did we end at the bones? Or did the
Bones-
the bones
bones
are
are
on
Bones
the
were on the
ship.
ship.
Okay. Okay, the bones are on the ship. So and we had a crown for him, right? And a ring and a sword.
Well, we had those items.
Right, we took those from because I remember Jesse was like, you would recognize this skeleton as the one from that one weird castle where you took the crown and the ring and the sword. That's exactly how Jesse sounds also. So, and we tried to put those on him and nothing happened. Am I recalling that correctly?
I'm very glad you mentioned that because now I remember where that was going. Yes. So you tried to you used the coins in an attempt to bring forth the Lord of Souls, and in front of you is the skeleton that you remember seated in the chair in the castle. So yes, that was the answer to your
Oh.
question, correct?
Okay,
I see,
so
I see.
we tried to put the crown on him. Like we tried to give him all his items, right? We did
Yes.
this already.
So you tried to put the crown on him. You tried to put the ring on him, I think, and he had a sword. Or you were going to try to put the crown on him, I think.
How do you guys feel? Should we try to give him back his things?
So, while standing here, Ken kind of has a thought and kind of goes, you know, Lord of Souls was once a mortal, probably, and this was probably his mortal body before he ascended. So, we could try, but I got a feeling nothing's gonna happen.
You're telling me the Lord of Souls is a soul?
His soul has left this body because it's now ascended to godhood.
But
I mean, do gods have souls, or are gods souls?
my question to Micah is, when you have used these coins to summon the Lord of Souls prior to this, you didn't get bones, right?
I did not get bones. No.
You got
Yeah.
Yeah.
our buddy.
I got the the image that we are used to when talking to the Lord of Souls.
So,
All right.
what if, like, in a way, the Lord of Souls is some reason unable to come? Let's say Deke killed
Do not.
the god, or you know, he's captured or something, and the coins brought us the next best thing, is his now departed, left behind body.
So how do we force his soul back into the bones to save him from wherever he's at?
I don't know. Make a deal with the goblin creature guy you guys keep talking about.
We specifically want the bones to kill that guy.
I'm tired of y'all making deals with him too.
So I don't think Ken's actually still met or seen this guy, but
Maddie, you're a god.
Ken, what if we go to Maggie and talk to her?
The necromancer? Yes. Okay, but I do want to try something. Just like this is just like a Hail Mary, all right? I want to put the crown and everything on him, but I want to get Meffrey to give me some everything bagels, and I want to just like put an everything bagel in his like skeleton mouth and see if that doesn't like stir up something.
I thought he liked Asiago.
Was it Asiago?
I think it was Asiago.
Asiago is his favorite.
bagel.
Okay, that's what I meant. I'm a good friend. I knew that.
Yeah, of course.
I just realized I don't have the map open in case we actually need to do something in there.
Well, I mean, give him a bagel, give him his crown.
Let's do
Micah,
it. Yeah.
you have the sword and the ring, right?
I have the ring.
Just
Did I have
toss
the
it all
sword?
on.
Look, if I have the sword, I will absolutely give it to you to do whatever with.
You
All right.
guys do not have the sword.
Kenneth, can we please have his sword? I will give it back to you.
Ken walks over the Dongbringer and knocks like 3 times, and it opens up like a side panel, and he like pulls the sword out carefully.
Okay, so describe to me what you are doing here.
So, we're gonna put the bones in a chair.
Okay.
Hopefully, they're like not just a pile of bones, and it's kind of like a skeleton that we can kind of place how we want. I know that's not how bones work.
It's just a pile of bones with the skull laid right on top of it.
If that's what it is, we're just gonna take that, scoop that pile, and put it on a chair. Put the crown on top of it, and like put the ring and the sword near him, and then I'm gonna just like gently prop his skeleton mouth open and just like place an Asiago bagel in there. And you know what? For good measure, I might close it so he gets a bite.
Okay. So you're
And
putting the
then-
pile of bones together. You're
Yeah.
putting the crown on his head.
Yeah.
You're putting the sword in relative area near him.
Yeah,
You're putting an Asiago bagel in his mouth.
absolutely.
At what point do you put the crown on his head?
After the bagel.
Okay. So bagel's in the mouth, crown goes on the head. And when you put the crown on the head, now let's just set the scene here for a minute. You're on this technological marvel of a boat, right? And you're up on the deck. Or are you under the deck?
I thought we were below deck.
You're below
We're
deck.
on deck.
On
I
below
thought we
deck.
were on deck.
Above below.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Okay.
We're on deck.
We'll say we're on deck.
You're in the middle of the deck because you've glitched through the floor, and you're all just walking through the ground. And there's a chair, and again, the feet of the chair are underneath the deck, but the back of the chair is above it. And he's
This is classic Bethesda gameplay.
yes, we're playing Skyrim 2 right now. So anyway, you're below deck, we'll say. And you've got him in a room, and it makes more sense that way actually, because then the bones won't roll off the boat. So it's smart.
And that's where the chairs would be.
Yeah, that also makes sense. So you put all the bones in like the most regal looking chair in the back of the boat, in one of like the state rooms, and you've got him sat up with the bones assembled, all of his stuff around him. You put the crown on his head, and like immediately you feel as if the heat is being sucked out of the room towards the skeleton, and you see like tendrils of metal start to grow out of the crown and down into the skull, and like pieces of the skull crack as the tendrils of metal just adhere to the skull. And as this happens, you see the eyes and the nose and the mouth start to light up, and like basically the inside of the skeleton lights up with this deep blue that begins to get more and more and more radiant as quickly or more quickly than you'd imagine. It just kind of like goes in this blinding blue light, and his head shoots back, his mouth shoots open. You just see this like blinding blue light emitting from his head. And then as quickly as that started, it stops, and the skeleton just kind of falls apart. The crown falls off, rolls onto the floor, and you hear like a boom, boom as it clatters along and rolls in a circle and comes to a stop in the center of the room.
Well, that was interesting.
Should
Maybe
we
we got
try
really
and
bad
everything
signal.
bagel?
Can't come back to life if you have no soul.
No, I think there was a soul there. Just briefly. Lost connection.
A very weak one, maybe?
Yeah, he's being captured someplace, I'm telling you.
Should we touch the crown?
I'm not touching the crown. Well, I guess I could touch the crown.
Yeah, you're a god. What's the
I can
worst that
touch
could
things.
happen?
Yeah.
If you die, you just make another Screw Me Maddie.
Oh, by the way, we were talking about your special powers in the last episode. And I did make a decision on how to handle Maddie just making infinite Maddies. For each additional Maddie, you can make as many Maddies as you want, and you can control as many Maddies as you want, much like a necromancer would have skeletons or zombies. However, each Maddie after the first, or your total of whatever damage you do, or effect of like anything you do, is equal to whatever you roll divided by how many Maddies there are. If that makes sense.
Well, I'm bad at math, so there will only ever be one Maddie.
So if she has 2 Maddies, it's in half.
Yes. So if you have 2 Maddies, you do half damage. If there's 4 Maddies, you do a quarter damage. Each one does a quarter
Question.
of the total.
Round it up or round it down?
Round it up.
All right.
What if I make 2.5 Maddies?
Just 2 Maddies and a pair of legs running
Yeah.
around.
It's a pair of legs with a head on it.
Then what, Jesse?
I guess you'd round it. Well, you'd be
Divided by
2.25.
2.5.
Yeah.
The half a Maddie only does a quarter of the damage.
You can only kick 2.
Well, I have my thingies.
The thorn,
Um, Well, Maddie will go pick up the crown.
Okay. And what are you doing with it?
I guess I was just holding it to see what would happen.
Holding
Should
it
I
does
put on
nothing.
the crown?
What?
So was this skeleton? I forget. Does the skeleton have the other 2 items, the ring and the sword?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got everything.
Maddie puts on the crown.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh.
Sorry, it's really hot in here, so I didn't want to interrupt, but I wanted to go turn on my fan.
Of course, it's hot in there. You're in there.
Wow.
Oh, you couldn't see my reaction, but it's on the stream, I guess. Okay, so you put on the crown, and Maddie, you feel like the same metal tendrils kind of come out of the bottom of the crown and like just jab into the side of your fungus face.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of some kind of way to say that.
Fungus face.
Yeah.
Keep going.
That was the most fun way I could do it. So it jabs all around your head. And you feel cold. You feel a little different, and you feel like there's some kind of whispering in the back of your consciousness, but you can't quite make it out.
Are you able to take it off?
Maddie tries to take off the crown.
You cannot take it off. It is
Shit.
fused with your head.
It's stuck to me.
That was probably a mistake.
Well,
Ken's like, that's why I don't put strange things on. I just eat strange things.
There's whispering happening in the back of my head, and I don't know what they're saying, and it's stuck to me.
Roll a
Can you-
d20.
No.
Can you like dissolve that Maddie and make another Maddie without the crown?
Wait, yeah, can I?
Wait, hang on. You hear things in your head?
I didn't roll that. Can I roll again?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
I thought that was going to be a 1 because it was right on the edge.
Yeah, I did too. I'm not letting you roll that again. I thought you did something by mistake, but you just got a 5. I'm
Fine.
deleting that. So you the voice, as you talk, you're noticing the voice is getting a little louder, almost like it wants to like take over and say something.
Let it.
Ken's just gonna look at you and kind of go, instead of dissolving the body, can't you just give up control of that one, and then whatever is inheriting that body now has control of it, and you can make yourself a new one?
Do we want to give that control of a god body though?
Yeah, what's a god body without the god powers that support it?
What if it's a god in that crown?
Isn't that
What
what we're
if we
trying to
have
find?
What if we're rolling with 2 Maddie-sized mushroom gods?
I only have like a 16 armor. You can just kill that Maddie. It's
Ken
fine.
just kind of shrugs. I'm just saying. Well, anyways, what's it saying to you? You said it's saying.
I don't know. It's getting louder, but I still can't really make it out.
So
Do you
Um,
want me to try to pull it off? You can just grab it. And just...
Yeah, can you?
Yank.
Maddie like grabs onto like a pole. Just,
So when you said it getting
You
louder,
yank it
Ken
off?
just yells, "What is it saying to
I don't know, Ken.
you?"
I would
Uh,
like to try to yank the crown off of Maddie's head.
What's your
Okay.
strength again?
You are unable to yank this thing off. It is just
I
impossible.
thought we were gonna have a decapitated Maddie.
I do feel like
Wait.
you should kind of try to dissolve that Maddie and make a new Maddie.
Wait a minute.
Are you sure? We don't want to let it talk.
What is the water content of a mushroom? Because what if I pull out some of the mushroom water so that your head shrinks?
have a
the crown
dehydrated
falls
Maddie.
off, and then I put it back so that you're not,
Maddie,
You-
We're 90% water.
90%? Do you
I
know
was
how
gonna
much
say,
I
I
can
think-
do with 90%?
I think mushrooms are pretty moist. They like damp, dark
Please don't call me
areas.
moist. I don't want to be in this narrative anymore.
This is worse than Deadpool 2 or Wolverine.
Maddie, do you consent to me using shape water to just
I
give you
guess,
a
but how are
little
we
bit
gonna
of
know
a
what he-
shrunken head?
How are we gonna know what he wants to say?
why is Mazzarella's first instinct war crimes?
He asked
I'm
my
gonna put
permission
it
at
back.
least.
I'm gonna put it back. I mean, just like
You have
rehydrating
to,
it.
or else my hat won't fit.
Yeah.
Ken's like, I want to know what it's saying.
Yeah, wait, should we figure out what it's saying, or do we just take it off?
Figure
I
out what it's
feel-
saying. What's the worst that's gonna happen? You die, and then we got to go back and get your.
Well,
maybe we can find Menry to
the
come back.
worst
That'd
that's
be
gonna
better.
happen is we die.
My
It's like-
fear is that when it gets loud enough that Maddie can understand it, it will have taken over. And then Maddie will have no
Fine.
control.
We'll be fine.
Ultimately, Maddie's decision. It's her head.
Shrink it.
Shrink the head. Okay, I'm gonna use shape water to shrink. Hold your breath, because I don't know how that works. Do you breathe? You're just a mushroom.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm just gonna shrink Maddie's head. I'm just gonna pull the water out to dehydrate the Maddie head and see if the tendrils let loose.
I will pull on it as you do this.
Well, be careful. Without the water, the Maddie head's gonna be very brittle.
Yeah, but then she can make a new Maddie. That's okay if we decapitate this one.
Oh boy.
Ken's
All right.
just standing back. Ken actually moves away to like a higher position, then sits down and just starts making vegetables to eat.
That's in bad taste.
And while he's eating with his mouth full, he just keeps saying like, "I should let it speak."
Okay, so you're making a shriveled up, dehydrated mushroom while Micah is trying to pull his crown off. But as far as you dehydrate Maddie, you just see these metal tendrils going deeper and deeper and deeper.
It's not working. It's not working. It hurts.
Okay, so I put Maddie back.
And Maddie, you're finding it harder and harder to figure out if this is a good idea or not. And you feel like your wisdom has decreased by 2.
Oh no.
But it's not because of the dehydrating. It's because of the crown.
Let it speak.
I think I need to lie down, but
What if we also give you the ring? Does that help?
well,
Ring
you
has
might
no
as well.
magical attributes.
Give me the sword.
I will hand everything to Maddie.
I was about to get real stupid. Give me the ring and the sword. Let's go.
All right. Is Maddie
Yeah,
getting the ring and the
Load up
sword?
the bagel while you're ready.
I'm just gonna preemptively. I know it's a reaction. Can I react to Maddie getting the sword with shield on myself?
Yes. I think you can actually. So I have to sort through all of the Bane chatter to remember what these do. Okay.
This is why druids don't wear metal.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Bad things are happening.
Oh, what happens if you wear metal? Because you are.
Nothing. It just.
Nothing.
I think nothing at this point because I am the god, so I can do
we
whatever I
just
want.
Like it.
You know.
I think they used to lose their powers in older editions, but I don't think it technically happens anymore. And most stuff is just flavored saying it's wood equivalent
just
now.
Frowned upon for the religion, but I am the religion, so I think I can do whatever I
That
want
is
to.
fair. Plus, metal is natural. Okay. So, What?
Yes, but no.
I mean, it is.
Yeah, until it's forged.
But it's still. It's not like. It's not like you
Forging
you didn't
from-
fabricate the metal. You just shaped it. Really?
It's
Mix
fine.
them.
Yeah.
It's fine. Neither here nor there. It's
Anyway.
already stuck to Maddie.
So the sword. From both the sword and the ring, you don't feel any different.
Okay. I put those down.
Okay, so it
However,
didn't help.
when you grab the sword, the ruby on the hilt does glow a little bit.
Oh,
Fancy.
that's pretty.
I'm sorry, the
Little
rubies are
nightlight.
in the blade, not the hilt.
Pretty. Does that mean an orc is near or something?
Ken kind of just says,
Sting.
Ken's looking at you, and then he points a carrot to the side of the boat out towards the water and says, point the sword that way, and you can cast Fireball.
Huh?
We figured out previously that the rubies in the blade are charges of fireball.
Yes.
Oh, I don't want to do that.
2 of them are
Oh,
dark.
yeah,
We're
'cause
not
we-
on the boat.
We're on a wooden ship, right?
That's why I said out that way towards the water.
Yeah, but we're in the boat. We're not on top of the boat.
Yes. No, we're on top
Maddie
of the
puts
boat, I thought.
Maddie puts the sword down.
Mhm.
Maddie just puts the sword down.
I thought we were on top.
We
Okay,
did
I'm gonna
decide
be
that you were
confused.
in the boat because it would be smarter and also more chairs.
Maddie sits down in a chair, being reminded that there's chairs. I don't know what to do.
Maddie,
Uh,
how you feeling?
Maddie, roll a
Concentrate on what the
D20.
bosses are saying.
Not very bright, if I must say.
That's okay. You're very godly. You look so godly right now. You're
Thanks.
so godly.
I fear,
Thanks.
Maddie, that you might just have to lean into it and let it happen.
Let's hear what it says.
Is this kind of like one of those things where you know you need to throw up, but you won't let yourself throw up because you don't
A little
like
bit.
throwing up?
Yeah.
But you know that once you throw up, you'll feel better, but you don't.
Seeming
Yeah.
likely that's it.
I rolled a 16.
I saw.
Okay.
You also have the option. We can turn this ship around. You can make a new scroom, and we can, we could get the crown off of that scroom. What we might have to do to your scroomy flesh to get it off, I'm sorry, but you won't be there anymore.
I mean, we're already here. We should just see what happens, I suppose.
So
Okay.
Ken's waving around a half-eaten carrot. Goes, can you talk to it?
Maddie says hi in her brain.
You feel like a chill come over you, and it sort of feels like it's trying to speak back to you, but you don't hear anything other than like some inaudible whispers.
I think it wants to be my friend.
Does anyone have detect good or evil?
Nope.
Nope.
It's very cold, though. We should get him a blanket. Can I have a blanket?
We will find you a blanket. There's
Mushrooms
one
do not
somewhere, I'm
like
sure.
cold.
I can
It's very
take
cold.
I can take off my big old yellow shawl that I wear,
Mm-hmm.
and you can use that.
If this thing feels this cold, I don't blame him for not wanting to talk. It's really cold.
Roll a d20, please.
Again?
Mhm.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Obviously,
Did I
things
just-
are happening
Oh
to Maddie.
wait! I have message, a cantrip,
Mm-hmm.
and which I point my finger towards a creature within range and whisper a message. The target and only target hears the message and can reply in a whisper that only you can hear. What if I try to send a message to whatever's in your brain and see if it can reply to me?
Go for it.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of like focus on Maddie, but also the crown to try and like get to whatever's in there. And I'm gonna send a message that says, "Are you the Lord of Souls?"
You up?
Sup? would you like a bagel?
New
Roll it.
phone, who dis?
All right, roll a d20.
Roll a d20.
Yep.
You got it.
Okay.
Ken. I'm going to use Ken's. Is that a skill check or something like that?
No.
Okay.
Hang on one
Is that an
second.
ability or saving throw? Okay.
There's not an ability or saving throw.
Okay.
Bum. One sec. Okay.
Ken looks like he's about to say something in the middle of all you guys doing this, and accidentally lets out a burp and then just closes his mouth.
All right. So, Mazzarello,
Uh-oh. Yeah, hey, what's up?
returning in your mind, you hear like loud whispers, but not. You can't quite. It's so close, but you can't quite make it out.
Is there anything I can do to maybe focus? Let me see. I do not know. I don't know. Should I try again?
What if I just do what I do best and go to sleep?
Ocean, roll a d20.
Me or
If you're going to sleep.
Azrael?
Maddie. All right. You feel this. You're feeling more and more compulsed to like allow this thing to speak through you. You're resisting it. It's like it wants to speak, and it's trying to, but you're fighting it.
Just let go,
And
man.
I just like simply relax.
Sure.
Maddie just you know what? Maddie goes to the corner of the room away from everybody and sits down,
Okay.
facing the wall,
Okay.
like Blair Witch Project looking.
You know, I've never seen that movie.
Great.
Oh, I just ruined everything for you. And
Wow.
yeah,
I was
My
gonna
bad.
see it soon too.
yeah. So sorry.
It just came out.
Truly did. And then just kind of like, you know, it's the meditation position.
All right. So in your mind, you start as you're like kind of meditating here, you're focusing on the crown, and you're starting to feel this like this whisper is getting louder a little bit, and you feel a sort of like communion of souls in your head, I guess. And you hear like it's just saying, you can sort of start to make out what it's saying, but it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Like the first thing you hear that you can make sense of is, "I've done nothing wrong, Rennet. You're the monster here. Bring me my sword. Those bastards have cut us off at the pass." And so on and so forth and what have you. So it's almost as if it's like an echo of someone talking. And Rennet, by the way, roll a history check.
Can Maddie be like saying this out loud while it's coming to her?
Sure.
So
All of
that
you.
everybody else can be hearing
You
it?
can roll a history, or whoever has the highest history can roll with advantage. Or you can pick someone to roll with a history check
Right.
with advantage.
What's everybody's history?
Mine's a 0.
Probably
Mine's a
not much.
5+.
Mine
Yours
is
a
a
what?
+2.
I didn't hear it. Powder.
5.
Powder's a 5. Probably want Powder to do it.
Yeah.
Opening up my character sheet. History. 23.
23. You recall from the books that you were reading, from your studies of the history of the land you live in, plus the books that you were reading in the castle, you remember the name Rennet, and you kind of piece that together with a demigod who you have never met, but everyone else has. That was the former name of Radiant, the demigod who you fought alongside when Bane first showed up.
Mm.
His name was Radiant?
Yes.
That was the guy that I kept trying to give bagels to, but he wouldn't take them. That was just sitting in the bar, all
Yep.
creepy like, right? Yep,
Yes.
yep.
That guy.
We tried to give him a lot of stuff, and he did not want it.
Mm-hmm.
How do we call him?
Yeah, Coins of Radiance.
No.
No.
You can't call him. If you recall, he was either killed or captured by Bane in the initial Bane exit. You would also, well, yeah. That
Yeah,
is.
the Lord of Souls helped us zip zap zap out of there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Is it still talking to me, or did it just like?
Yes, if you continue to listen to it.
Yeah.
You'd also hear it say, "Give me the potion. We do what we must." And Gwyneth and Idic are right. We must do this for the safety of our people.
Potion?
This all means nothing to me.
Same.
I have no idea what's happening.
How to roll another
Anything else
history
coming
check
through
with
the
advantage.
walkie-talkies?
History check with advantage. 15, but I'm going to add a +5 with my ability for a 20.
Okay. You recall also when you were in the same castle, reading some books about Idic Runecarver, who was working on potions for a group called the Reapers, who used to be strongholded in that castle. And they were kind of seen as monsters by the people, and they had to take a potion to keep themselves from turning into demons because they, drank demon blood to try to acquire some of their abilities. Witcher was the parallel that I gave you at the time.
So they're drinking the potions to try to stave off becoming a demon?
Yes. But a few of them the potions were because a few of them started to kind of lose it and turn. And this was during a war way back when they were fighting against demons. So, yeah. Uh-oh. Did I lose everybody?
My internet just got really bad, and I dropped the call and came back in to see if it fixed it.
Yeah, my Discord got
everybody
really
kinda freeze.
funky, and it
Yeah.
dropped me and brought me
Okay.
back, and dropped me and brought me back.
I think it was
Okay, so
Discord.
I think that was a Discord issue because I was like, what the hell is going
Yeah.
on here?
Well, I just left the call and came back because of whatever was going on. So you started speaking right after I passed that test, and I heard nothing because it was going.
Okay, so what I said was, you recall a bit of lore that you learned both from the Medusa lair and the castle we went to right after, where the group that held up there was called the Reapers. They were like the parallel I gave you was Witchers, and they drank demon blood or potions made with demon blood to kind of assume some of their power to help them fight back against the demons who were taking over the world, basically.
Okay.
I screwed up my own lore a bit there. I'm walking that back. The potion was made with the demon blood because they were on it was a last resort kind of thing. They're being overrun.
Okay.
Don't I have a book somewhere that was about Reapers?
Yes, this is from that book. It talked about how Gwyneth, the wizard, and Idic Runecarver worked together to create this potion, and the leader at the time, decided to use the potion to take on these abilities to help fight back.
Does the book have the leader's name in it?
It does.
Hey, Micah,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna flip through some pages real quick.
Yeah. I will absolutely flip through some pages and look for that name.
All right.
And it's going to take me about 2 minutes, which gives Jesse time to find it.
What? You would think I wouldn't remember it. I do actually remember it, but I forget which one it is.
He's
It's
currently
in there
on
somewhere.
a random name generator right this second.
No, I'm not actually.
fantasy name generator.
Isn't that how we got Kermbag?
Yeah.
That is the unfortunate way that we got Kermbag.
Well, this guy's name was Bermcag.
Rennet was his name. Rennet Cool.
I thought you said Rennet was Radiant's name.
Nope, you're right. You're right. Wow. Bilvin was his name.
Oh, Billy Boy?
Bilvin Cool.
All right. So
No relation.
I'm just gonna. Can I try and do message again?
Yes.
I want to send message. I want to send message again, and I want to go Bilvin, comma Billy Boy, comma Billy Bagel Boy.
You're
comma.
saying this, you know.
Yeah, it's fine.
Are you saying comma? Like you're including comma in?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. All right. I'm just gonna say, are you in there, or is this just an echo?
Bilvin thinks that you're a Morse code operator.
But he replied that I think you're a Morse code operator.
No.
What you're saying.
No, you don't get anything other than what Maddie was saying.
Okay.
Okay, so probably just an echo.
But why is it like tendrilled into Maddie if it's just an echo?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not
Is there
smart
any
enough for
way
this.
I can let this crown in even more.
Wow, this took a turn. No.
Well, I mean, it's tendrilled in. It's got to want something.
We just grab a tendril and just shove it in there.
However, as you are meditating on this, you kind of, roll a wisdom check. You cannot modify this powder. I don't even know what is on that dice. On
It's a 19.
Okay, on two screens, I'm seeing different dice, and one of them is just like pure green. Anyway, so okay, this is interesting then. So you feel, you're trying to focus all of your energy on this item, right? And you're starting to feel it work its way into your very soul. You enter into this kind of transitive state, and you see yourself kind of like the beginning of Stranger Things. Like you just see yourself in this black, endless plane.
Wow, I was gonna watch that, Jesse.
And standing in front of you is a tall man, mid 40s, goatee, the same crown on his head, regal clothing, and he's just kind of standing there staring at you, holding the sword, wearing the ring.
Do you come here often?
He just kind of stares at you and he says, I'm sorry, he just stares at you. He doesn't say anything.
You look familiar.
Do I?
Well, sort of. Your stuff looks familiar because I currently have that crown on me wherever the heck my body is, and it's stuck to my head.
Yes, that would mean it's on both of us.
Can you take it off so I can take it off?
I unfortunately cannot. However, I'm here to guide you,
Oh,
if I can.
well, that's better. So you know what's happening.
I don't know what's going on outside of this abyss, but I can tell you about the crown you wear.
Okay.
He's just kind of staring.
Maddie just sits down, cross-legged, ready, listening.
Now,
Story time.
if you would like, several of my guards are available to aid you. And he waves his hand, and like 3 shadowy apparitions, garbed in the same way, but, you know, like they look like they're made out of smoke. They stand behind him with swords and shields ready. Very regal looking knights. And then he says, you may also use it to see through walls. And his eyes light up bright red to help you find those who would do you harm. Or send them away. And then you see this like green plume puff out of his hand. And then however, be careful, for if you die wearing this crown, you'll be trapped here with me.
Womp womp.
Well, that's okay. I can make more of me. So I like friends.
And with that, he nods, and you kind of feel yourself come back into yourself.
And do I hear like the whispering anymore, or?
Yeah, you still hear the whispering.
Oh, so he's just still chilling.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, this is not mozzarella. This is me just trying to understand. So, like, even though Maddie is a god and can just, like, remake themselves, would their essence be trapped inside that void? Is that what we're saying?
I think the question would be, where is Maddie's soul located? In the body she resides in now, or back in that giant golden mushroom? And I think that's where the answer lies.
Well,
Yeah,
I think we discussed that Maddie is the mushroom.
Yeah.
This is just a avatar, basically.
Or this crown will eventually have like thousands of Maddies inside of it with this one guy.
Oh, God, no. It's just going to be the stupid Toad video forever. The next person who finds this crown is going to put it on, and there's going to be 1,000 toads swinging from chandeliers and one very annoyed king.
That is your nightmare.
So Maddie's
Okay.
just like a dual god at this point.
I think like you're like stabilized at this point, right? Like we could, I don't remember where we were going.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't either. But I feel like now we just need to get like, so Maddie is a god. Maddie can see through walls, like has wall hacks. I think we need to.
I got these scary dudes.
I guess you technically already have invincibility, but if we could get you invincibility, like,
Should we just go find Bane and just let Maddie have at it?
just wait. Let Bane kill Maddie like 100, 200 times.
Like the Hydra.
And then the last time we put the crown on Bane and let the symphony of Toad's chandeliers drive him mad.
Something you may not remember, but I will remind you because your characters would remember. The line of dialogue that happened immediately before you found Bilvin was you entered the keep and found Bane standing over the skeleton on the throne. And then he says, "Soon, Bilvin, I will finish what I started so many years ago. You shall be avenged. I will release wrath upon this land from beneath your own castle." And then he walked off.
So Bane likes Bilvin. Interesting.
But Bilvin doesn't seem to. I don't know. I got to feel that like Bilvin.
Can you ask Bilvin about Bane?
Yeah, wait. Can I sit back down and go back? Wait, kill me. I can go back.
We don't know if that's how that works.
Oh. Just every time we have a question, you just.
I mean, I feel like
Micah was bow drawn, ready to go.
Yeah, wait. How do I tap back and can I just like sit down and go back?
Re-enter your meditative state with a what was it? I think I said
Yeah,
I was gonna ask.
wisdom check,
Okay.
which Munchkin cannot help with.
And we like light some incense to get that up.
Oh, it's
18.
good.
You're good enough. Okay, you re-enter your transitive state,
Hi again, I
meditating
didn't
on the
die.
crown itself.
I'm just here on my own will. Can I ask you a question?
You should ask him if he likes chandeliers.
I maybe go ahead.
What are you buddies with Bane?
I've never heard of a Bane.
What?
Describe him.
Oh,
You know.
yes, Bane, the large, muscly guy with the face mask and all the tubes.
Oh, you think darkness is your ally?
Molded by it. No.
He's the
No, he's kind of like he's made of like plants and stuff and
well,
Um.
out of character. Your character might remember that Bane was I'm pretty sure brother to the other guy. So whatever name that guy was, would be the brother of whatever Reginald, whatever. I'm so bad. I forgot.
Rennet?
Rennet. He would be Rennet's brother.
he's made of like plants and stuff. He's got a brother named Rennet.
Ah,
He's kind of mean.
brother of Rennet. Yes. You must be talking about my cousin Torvalth.
Your cousin. Oh. Torvald? Well, I would go with Bane if I were him. That's fair.
I understand the name change.
Yes.
It's a
Well,
smart rebrand.
My
He's acting
cousin.
really nice
My
right now,
cousin
and he says that he's gonna avenge
Torvald.
you.
He was a noble paladin.
Well, he's not very paladin right now.
Spoiler alert.
He
What?
wants to do really bad things right now, and he said he was gonna avenge you. Are you bad? You can tell me. I won't
Well,
judge you.
That seems a bit objective. I don't think I am. I've made some
You don't
questionable
seem that.
decisions.
We all have. That's fair. Well, do you know what he means by avenge you?
I couldn't begin to guess. My
I feel like you're
people,
lying to me.
my people have been angry at me for some time.
What'd you do? I won't judge you.
Well, it wasn't my fault. You see, my Reapers and I, with the help of Idic Runecarver and my court wizard Wenneth, well, we went to fight a group of our hated enemy, the Nox. And they were so many. They head us off at a pass, but we had the upper hand in the battle. However, they had gotten too many of our men, and they turned on us, slaughtering us. And ever since, they joined up with our hated enemy. And after that, my cousin Rennet thought that we were too dangerous to survive. Perhaps that is what he means.
I don't know, he seems more angry than that, but maybe.
Wait. No, I remember it now. We retreated back to my keep. My cousin came with his army of paladins and slaughtered us. Rennet. He killed us. Ah, that bastard. Yes, of course. That must mean what Torvath is talking about is revenge against his brother.
That makes a little more sense.
Yes.
Would you
Rennet
want
was
that?
Dawn, right? Is that what we said?
Rennet was the guy who followed Dawn.
Yes.
Follow Dawn. Okay.
Yeah, he was a demigod. Became
Rennet.
a demigod. Like Bane.
Rennet and his damnable goddess.
Would you want Bane to avenge you like that?
No. I can understand why Rennet had to do what he did. I've had plenty of time to think on it.
Do you want to get that in writing so I can just give it to Bane? I feel like this could all be situated if you could just talk to.
How angry do you think Bane is going to be when we show up and Maddie is wearing his cousin's crown?
Probably pretty mad.
Where is the keep located? Oh no, it's not located near Herbland. It's on the other side of the continent. Never
Let's
mind.
pull up the map.
Well,
Okay.
If we just let Bilvin like Muppet Maddie and just talk to Bane, maybe it'll be fine.
So maybe we should find Bane. Do we know where he is, or would this just be like a wild goose chase?
We know where he is. If that came up, we know he's trying to open that pyramid of light you all found when you were.
Yeah,
down
the
other day.
ziggurat. Yeah.
Ziggurat.
He's in Storm Shield with his undead army. So if we're gonna confront Bane, we either have to sneak in or we have to gather our allies and launch an attack on it.
I still don't understand. Is Bilvin, did he become the Lord of Souls? Is that why we got the bones? Like, this doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, Maddie might be able to ask him. Maybe that was his title back in the day. And we
Hey,
didn't specify
Bilvin.
which Lord of Souls.
Maddie's not going to be able to hear you all, though.
That was, I don't know. I don't understand why we got Bilvin. and not
Mazzarello,
the
do your
Lord of
message. Do a message.
oh yeah, wait, you can message me.
Souls. Yeah, I'll message Maddie.
Oh, that's smart. Okay. All right. All right.
I'm gonna message Maddie and be like, Maddie, is Bilvin the Lord of Souls, or what does he know about the Lord of Souls?
Hey, Bilvin.
Yes.
Do you like Asiago bagels?
Oh, they're my favorite.
Oh,
He's the Lord of Souls.
do you happen to go by any of the names, like maybe the Lord of Souls?
No. Why do you ask?
Do you know who the Lord of Souls is?
Never heard of him.
Oh, okay. Maybe you become the Lord of Souls.
Yeah, this might just be an echo.
This seems a little strange. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Would you want to be
Become-
the Lord of Souls?
You ever taken a vacation to hell and
What are
met
you
a guy
thinking of
named-
right now, Bilvin?
What are you
Crown
talking
of the
about?
Reaper King has some magic properties difficult to attack form
Look,
owners and
my
so-
friends are on a boat, and we've been through a lot, Bilvin, and we tried to summon a Lord of Souls, but we got your bones instead, so that's why I'm here. So we're just trying to figure out where our good buddy Lord of Souls is, and why you took his place. Not that you're bad or anything, like, this has been great, don't get me wrong. I'm looking forward to being friends, but
I have no idea what you're talking about.
yeah, it's common. Okay, well, I'll probably be back.
Well, all right, I'll be with you.
Yeah, I know, you're stuck to my head. Hey,
Uh, Please, if you, Never mind. Go on.
I'll bring a bagel next time.
Oh, that would be great. I can't remember the last time I've eaten anything.
Oh. Can you eat anything?
That's a good question.
Can I message
we'll
a
find
bagel? No, I'm just kidding.
We fax a
Can I
bagel.
email you a bagel?
I'll try to figure out how to get you a bagel. I'll be back. Thank you for the information, though.
You're most welcome. I feel like it's
Cool.
been ages since I've talked to anyone.
Aw.
Are Jesse,
Yes.
are Micah and I still able to like enter that other dimension where like the crystals were?
Yes.
Can I just like, it may not do anything, but like while the crown's around me, I kind of want to like pop in and see what the crown looks like in that dimension, or if it's there or whatever.
Okay. So you take out your necklace and you spin it, and instantly you're like pulled forward almost into this dark, shadowy land. I can't remember if I've described this to you or just to Micah. So this is your first time here, I think. Roll a...
I also did not tell any of them I was doing this.
I know what you've done.
And just goes, where'd mozzarella go?
Roll a Arcana check.
Arcana.
Yep.
Ugh, my rolls are not great tonight.
So you have very little idea of where you are. You are discombobulated, and looking around, you are just kind of like on a rotted, decrepit vessel in the middle of a still ocean. The wind is like whooshing around outside, but the water is still somehow very calm, like glass. In the chair in front of you there's just like a colony of mushrooms growing all over this wall, as well as a skeleton sitting on the chair, like with his head kind of cocked there and a jaw sideways. On its head is exactly the same crown that you saw on the other side.
Can I put an Asiago bagel in that jaw?
You can try, but you have 2 seconds or you're gonna get stuck here forever.
What? You didn't tell me that. All right, I'm gonna real quick like boomerang an Asiago. Well, wait, I wouldn't know that though.
You know how long you have in this realm, because that was in the instructions that Deke would have given you. Like,
yeah, Deke definitely didn't get. Deke being Jesse definitely didn't give me anything.
And I
well,
definitely didn't warn you about it.
I think I probably skipped over that part because he would have told you that because he told Micah that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long do I have in this realm?
6 seconds total.
Okay, so I'm gonna just like. Okay, I will go back, but you're saying like the skeleton is pieced together. It's not just a pile of bones.
It looks like it looks like it did before you guys put the crown on it and it like crumbled all over the floor.
Okay. How often can I go into this realm?
Once a day.
Can I, before I switch back, try to grab the crown?
Sure.
How long do I have? You said how close am I to this? Do
You're
I
in the
have time
middle
to
of the
walk
room.
over?
You have 2 seconds. You can take a dive for the crown. Roll a acrobatics check. Sleight of hand.
Oh,
Slight.
this is real touchy.
Okay.
Which hand are you grabbing for?
Even if I don't get it, I'm switching back, like whether I get it or not.
Yeah.
I'm not like I'm not gonna take extra time.
Oz, which hand are you reaching for with it, by the way?
My dominant hand, I assume.
Remember, you have a metal arm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna reach for it with my. I think my dominant hand is my metal arm, right? Because
Can
I
you,
did opposite of Micah. It's my right
Go
arm.
gadget
Mhm.
your arm.
No.
Okay. All right. You said sleight of hand.
Yes.
I'm gonna use my inspiration on that, please.
Sure.
Nope.
Remember that I also can go in behind you. Worst case scenario.
Yep.
Okay. You grab the crown
And like at the same time, I'm flipping. As soon as it.
It's like a gyroscope. You spin it.
Yeah.
So you spin and you go back and you fall forward onto Maddie, who's on the chair, communing with Bilvin. Maddie, you are immediately woken from your transitive state as Mazzarello just crashes into you.
Ow.
Did I pull the crown from that dimension, or is it like the same crown in both dimensions?
No, now you're holding another crown.
Okay.
I found this.
Wait a minute.
Wait, no. Actually, hang on. Let me think about this for a second.
Don't take away my new friend. I just made a friend.
This is a level of dimensional teleporting I did not think we would have to encounter here. So
Think carefully, Jesse, because if we now have 2, I am going to try and get 3.
you can't get
Allow
3. There's not another Shadowfell. So Maddie, you are jerked from this transitive state and come back to realize that you are no longer wearing the crown. Mazzarello has the crown.
Give it back. That was my friend.
Give it to me.
So by taking it in the shadow realm, I pulled it off of
Yes.
Maddie
Yes.
without killing Maddie.
Yes.
So that's interesting. Okay. I don't know what to do with this.
Do you say
I told him I'd be back.
Do you want it back?
I
was
mean-
just trying something. I didn't want to take it away from you.
I don't know. I just finally made another friend.
I'm
They
just
keep
gonna
getting ripped away from me.
I'm gonna give Maddie the crown and tell them they can do with it what they want.
I feel like somebody else should have it, but I just wanted a friend.
If you don't want it, I will take it from
I don't
you.
want it. I just don't know. Actually, you know what? No, Micah, you can't have it. Maddie slams it under her head.
Well, it's good to know that if we ever need to, we could probably get it off of you without killing you.
Yeah, that's fair. It hurt a little bit, but nothing horrible. He wants an Asiago bagel next time I go in. But he's not the Lord of Souls. He has no clue. But maybe he'll become the Lord of Souls one day because he loves Asiago bagels.
I feel like if you just maybe you could let him take the driver's seat every once in a while, and I'll let you eat or I'll give you an Asiago bagel.
That's a good idea.
There's probably nothing bad that could come of him taking the driver's seat, right?
He seems fine. It sounds like he's learned his lesson where he was, and he regrets a lot of things, and we're not judging him.
Sure. You're judging him a little bit, aren't you?
I'll never tell.
But
But-
you mean he becomes the Lord of Souls, or he might
Well-
become?
I don't know. He had no clue who the Lord of Souls is. But you know,
But he also
seems
didn't
kind
know
of
who Bane was.
But did
stuck
he
in the
know who
past.
Bane was when he went back in there and asked him?
well, he knew that once I described Bane, he knew that it was his cousin, something.
Horvath?
Dorvath.
Torbath. And so it sounds like there's a family feud, and Rennet killed him, and Bane's really mad about that.
Huh.
But I asked him, I said, do you want Bane to do this? And he said no. So I feel like if we just let them talk it out, maybe, get them a few bagels and sit them down for some good old family reunion, we can bypass the bloodshed, perhaps.
That'd be great. I feel like it won't be that easy, but if it is, I will make as many bagels as Meffrey can make.
I just don't know how to let him talk through me.
Maybe if you just open your mouth real wide for a long time.
Maddie's like a turntable. It's like Beetlejuice. Sorry if you haven't seen that yet.
Oh my god. Well, now I'm not
Yeah,
even
it's
gonna.
me. I haven't seen it yet.
So we know Bane became an undead demigod. We know his brother became an holy demigod. So I guess it's somewhat reasonable. Maybe their cousin became a god in his death when he was killed.
Well, we do know that the Lord of Souls and Bane have some sort of history, because like he hinted at it when he helped us get out of there.
Mhm.
But he didn't really go into the specifics.
So it sounds like there's a possibility Bane does not realize his cousin was reborn as a god, which may now been overthrown by your goblin friend demon thing you guys keep talking about. Geek.
I really think
You think
I
Deke
really
knows? I
feel
will
like
slap
we have
him.
to kill Deke. I don't know how, but I feel
I'm
like we have
so
to
ready
kill
for
Deke.
this. Let's go.
I feel like if we
Dude.
don't kill Deke, Deke's gonna be a problem in the Bane area.
I don't necessarily feel like Deke has anything to do with Bane. Only because in my little visit with him, he seemed to have a lot more going on with his money printing business.
I would think a undead god on Earth, demigod, would be very good for that business. Killing lots of people with the souls going to the hells, and the undead god gets a bunch of empty corpse to order around. Sounds like a win-win for both of them.
But if Bane knew that not Rennet, what's Bilvin became the Lord of Souls, Bane wouldn't necessarily support Deke
I think Bane
overthrowing him.
I don't think Bane realizes it.
Maybe we tell him and we're like, hey, your buddy Deke, because I think that's who the meeting was that Deke needed to go to.
He realizes it.
I do
I think
feel
Bane
like
could
Deke,
kill Deke.
'Cause why would he
Deke
be afraid
is
of
something that we need to address, but I feel like Bane should be our main goal right now, considering he's trying to get in that ziggurat and we're running out of time.
All right, let's go to the ziggurat.
Well, so let's go to Archmagi, gather our forces. That she'll definitely send them, and the Fae will send people to assist us. And then we have to assault that, unless you think we can sneak in. Like, did somebody say something about a path through the mountains at one point?
Yeah, Dawn did. That was a way to get back into Stern Shield.
Yeah, I remember something like I don't remember if it was actually Ken or Juan
Yeah.
at this point who heard it though. Honestly, I forget.
It was it was Dawn
Mozzarella.
talking to me. Yeah,
Oh, okay,
yeah.
so
It was also when Ken. It was post Mwanza's death.
okay.
Maybe the idea here is to go back and get these forces, at the very least, to create a distraction on one end while we sneak in the other side.
I like it.
Let's do it.
Okay. To
Sail.
Archmagi then.
Let's
All
go.
right. Well, while we are getting ready to sail to Archmagi, I think this is time to do the thing that we always forget to do. Take a quick 5-minute break so we can all run to the bathroom or something.
Smart.
So, would anyone other than me like to take a quick break?
I do not need a break, so I'm good to just sit here and
I'm also
entertain.
good.
I could use a potty break real quick.
Me too.
I will be back.
Run, be free.
All right, you guys entertain.
Okay.
Oh, that tweet's a lie. Our tech issues have not been resolved.
Shout out the not sponsors.
Yeah, we are not sponsored by some people who are James RPG Art and Chepeku and Dice, who so kindly let us use their dice.
The dice.
We get the pretty art from James RPG Art and Chepeku, I believe.
Hello to anyone in the chat.
Do we have a thing? No.
I don't know. We don't, but It's fine. Y'all check. They have like Patreons
Yeah.
that you could Google and check out and be cool.
Even if you don't play D&D, they make really pretty like desktop
They
backgrounds
really
and
do.
stuff.
Yeah.
Y'all should check out the one of the mushroom forest. That was my favorite, I think.
The mushroom forest was really pretty.
And then there was
Ah.
one, I feel like it was like underground. There was like a painted glass looking thing.
I think there was one where we found the glow buns.
Hmm.
I think that was really pretty.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta go look now.
They're all so good.
They're all very good.
And Dice has so many options.
Check out I don't know what dice I have equipped right now. Oh.
Mine unequipped for some reason, but
Hold on.
I was using a fancy schmancy, like vine looking wooden druid coated ones.
Yeah, they were working earlier. I thought. Ooh, blue. Dice may have broken. It's fine.
Yeah.
I think mine, Jesse might not. No, you might need to reinstall the plugin or something.
It's fine.
Because I thought mine were like a orange black.
But they have some for everything. Because we changed our dice over when we did that, like, Call of Cthulhu 90s.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I'm fairly certain I changed mine back.
Mine definitely. I never changed mine, and they were cheese. Just
I think
cheese.
it's just broken. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So it's not dice. It's the fact that since I have updated Foundry to its newest version, I've not fixed dice.
Mm.
Was that
Oh,
Jesse
fair.
Dice.
So we just need to retweak it a little bit. But yeah,
That's fine.
and
Problem
I
for
was-
another day.
I was also going to say the James RPG art has really been, like, it was always good, but it's been getting a lot better recently
It's
too.
almost like when someone does a skill they're good at and they keep doing it,
Yeah, I
You're
know,
like,
right?
get better or something, man.
I'm just
Here's some
saying.
really pretty stuff. I
They
was
were
looking
always
at it.
great, but they've been like, it's like a new level. I think I'm
like
wondering if maybe James of James RPG Art has like gone full time on it or something, because it seems like just like another level.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some stuff, like I said, you just keep doing it. You'll just over time find better ways to do it and get better at it.
Also true.
If he's able to do that full time, though, that's amazing for him,
Mhm.
and I'm
Yeah.
so
That is
happy for
amazing.
him.
All right. Also, James RPG Art has a lot of like collabs that give some really cool stuff. That's where I got those little shark dudes from. Was a collab with like 3 other Patreon creators.
Nice.
So
Oh,
yeah, there was like 2 maps from there was the scene from James RPG Art. There was a map. There was the little shark dudes were by forget the one, but you guys always share them. The little like cute monster things.
Oh yeah, that I share a lot
Yeah.
of. Yeah.
And then also there's another one who got involved to like create an item for it that turns you into a little shark.
Ooh.
They didn't give you guys because I'm not very nice.
How dare.
all right. Maddie can also become a shark whenever they want. So
That is true.
No, we got
Mushroom
Blazers
uh,
of Nawe.
you gave us like amulets or something that would let us turn into sharks.
Oh, okay. Then I did give them to you. That was
Yeah,
where
we
that
just
came from.
Never had a chance really to use them because we haven't been in the water.
You're in the water right now. Why aren't you a
but
shark?
No, we're hang on.
So I have a crown on my head. Sharks can't wear crowns.
King
We're
shark.
on the water.
Sharks just have laser beams.
Sharks with freaking laser beams. Well, technically, I can see through walls. So
I forgot.
That
that
is,
I
by the
made.
way, Devil's Sight, which you can use once per day.
Devil's Sight.
I think I just have that.
Keep
So,
giving
yes, you
Maddie
do
a
have
bunch
that.
of awesome stuff that Maddie is.
Yeah, so you can use
Unequipped for.
Devil's Sight or Banish. Your choice, once per day.
Spanish.
Yes.
Okay.
That was my D&D movie inspired attunement. Hopefully that was as fun as I thought it was. Anyway, back to the game. Breakover.
Yes.
Boop. Okay. So, what are we doing?
Going to Arc Magi to gather forces and then heading to the Ziggurat.
Hell yeah.
All right. So, on your way to Arc Magi, you encounter water.
Whoa.
Let me see if I can find the map real quick. Hang on. I would like to share the map if I could.
I hear water is wet, but that's fake news.
I
'Cause
believe
water
everything you
isn't
read.
wet. Water
Water.
makes things wet.
I don't like that cheese.
Mm-mm.
It's the truth. Water is water. Once something becomes inundated with water, then it is wet. Sorry.
Most scientists define wetness as a liquid's ability to maintain contact with a solid surface, meaning that water itself is not wet. It is scientifically considered not wet.
Facts don't care about your feelings.
You're eating ice cream?
Maybe.
No,
Did you bring enough for everybody?
Actually, I did. This thing is huge. This is like the size of my head.
That looks
Amazing.
delicious.
That is enough for me and no one else.
I know exactly where that's from, and I'm jealous.
It was very good.
I can tell by the cup. Like,
All
What
right.
was the cup again?
it's Culver's.
I have no
Is it
idea what that
called
is, but I want it because it's ice cream
Oh.
and I don't care where it came from.
Their
It's
stuff is
frozen
so
custard.
good. Yeah.
We had a Sonic's open by me, and people are like, "Oh my gosh, their milkshakes are amazing," and I'm like, "No,
All right.
I just went to Sonic and it was the worst experience
I
ever.
know they're horrible." People are like, "Oh my gosh," I'm like, "You guys are just saying that because it's new."
First
Look,
of all,
Look,
I
man,
have a Sonic
milkshake
by
is
me
milkshake.
that is amazing. I don't know what
Mine's a
you're
No,
talking
Mine's
about.
a
I
gas
love
station
Sonic.
Mine's a gas station Sonic, so let me specify that too.
But I got
Oh,
their
It's
rainbow
not a
slushy
standalone.
and it was disgusting.
Oh.
Mm. Look,
Forgot
you
about
gotta
the
get
gas
cherry
station thing.
limeade.
Oh, cherry limeade is my shit. Get a Route 44 cherry limeade.
I'm an ocean water kind of girly.
Ew. I don't like ocean water.
I
It's okay,
Jess
but
is
it's
trying to
full
tell
of
us to pay
salt and
attention. He's
plankton.
peeking the screen.
Anyway, to Arc Magi,
Yes, I don't know how to remove the map. now.
not to Sonic.
God, the way I would fuck up a Sonic right now, though. We don't have one.
I'm telling you, come visit. I will take you and your wife to Sonic.
The one time we were anywhere near a Sonic, that's what we had every day for breakfast.
I don't blame you. Their breakfast burritos, oh, I love them.
Anyway,
We're just filling the air while Jesse's doing his thing.
Yeah.
You know?
so what's our plan once we get to Ars Magi?
Well, we're gonna have to talk to what's her face and see if she'll lend us some people to go storm the gates.
Okay.
Bam, bam, bam.
Yeah, something tells me Doma's not in the best state to send people out.
Mm-mm. Although I feel like we left from Doma, and like aside from, oh wait, no, they've got turmoil amongst the orc clans, right?
Oh, the leadership's like all dead or something, isn't it?
No. I put what's his name in charge. One of the other groups guys.
The guy in charge, you know, the
Oh my
guy.
god. Okay, I found it. I found it, everybody. Don't worry.
Hey,
Jesse, isn't there like problems with the orc clans, and I put either one of the other group's guys in charge or the one orc that was tight with Mwanza in charge. I don't remember which
You
one.
left Arik Stonefist in charge. He was the Mwanza's old boss.
Ah, that's
Bonza
right.
became his old boss.
Yes.
But yes, yes. Okay, and they're gonna deal with the orc uprising. It's gonna be fine.
Never mind.
They'll do great.
Honestly, I don't know what the orcs are mad about. They just need to engage in Mortal Kombat. I
Yeah.
set up the tournament for them. We need to go back. I gotta go talk to them real quick.
Just a little pit stop along the way.
I just, as we're rolling in, I just have to be like, it has begun! And then, like,
Do you want to fly overhead on Menry? Just do that.
You haven't.
Oh,
You
yeah.
literally
Later.
haven't gone anywhere. You are still there.
oh, okay.
So you should totally get on Menry and fly over the city and make the announcement.
I'm just like to everyone, like, I'll be right back. I forgot something. I'm gonna Magneto to Doma Castle to go talk to Auric and be like, dude, I set up this tournament for them to figure out who's in charge of each clan, and like,
Oh,
Just
so
have
I
them
think we
think-
addressed this in the last session. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but you set this up for the area that you currently control, which is not the problem. The
Okay,
problem
so I'm
orc
confused.
clans are the other major orc clans, which there are 2 of further south.
okay, all right. So here's the thing: go to these orc clans, explain to them the tournament, and this is how it works. Okay, in Mortal Kombat, you have Earthrealm and Outworld, and the only way that Outworld doesn't invade Earthrealm is that Earthrealm keeps winning Mortal Kombat. So I need you, Auric, to like get the best orc champions. Okay.
Okay.
And like set up this tournament, and we have to win. So if you gotta fight dirty, I'm fine with that. And tell them to bring their best champions, and whoever wins, you know, it's a fight to the death. Whoever wins, but they have to win Mortal Kombat 10 times in order to invade us. So like they can't do it this time. That's the rules.
I'm not sure if they'll agree to that, but we'll try.
Yeah, give it a shot.
All right.
So, okay, all right.
So when you get back to the ship after all this, Ken's gonna look at you. So you tell them that we're gonna be going fight a horde of undead, and they're gonna get the fight of their life if they fall in behind us.
No, I explained the rules of this
It's like-
wild tournament that I made up on my own.
Well, if that doesn't work, we might want to try that other way. That's all.
They're busy. Well, honestly, we might have freed up the armies because you only need a few champions to fight. So we'll
It's
see what
fine.
Archmagi has to say.
All right. So, after a few days of sailing, you make your way into the lands of Archmagi, which I have displayed on your screen for you. I don't know where you want to go.
I don't remember where, like, it was Dumpstead. Yeah, we want to go. We want to talk to Magi, right?
Maggie
City.
would be in the capital, probably, of Arcagi.
Okay. Well, I think we should.
Who
we
named
left
these
the-
places?
Who did name these places? Wow. We left the druids in Dumpstead, though, right?
No, the druids are throughout the forest, working with them to like revive the forest and set up a proper foresting industry that's not going to destroy it all.
The main, you guys found them outside of Dumpstead, but their main Fey portal is in Galad Ogoth.
But I thought that they had like a camp that they set up at Dumpstead because their Fey area got like messed up by Bane in our fight.
I don't remember
no.
that.
Okay. All right, because they were going to be watching the
They came to visit.
They were gonna be-
Yeah. They came
gonna be-
out into Dumpstead because that's where you guys were.
I asked them to watch the refugees for me, so
Oh, that is correct. True. And they were outside of the refugees were in between Dumpstead and Gougemeyer.
I just like quickly want to peek in on that, see how they're doing.
Okay. All right. So seas are pretty choppy as you sail into Arkmagi. And on your right, you can see, Ken's old home in Dumpstead. Sailing a bit further, you come onto the inlet that leads up towards Gougemeyer. You can see off in the distance a bit are camps of refugees, but nice looking camps, not like dumps, not Dumpstead camps. Sure. These are nice camps. So they're very like weather resistant tents. The people there seem to be working, building. They are, a lot of them, kind of building up into Gougemeyer, expanding the town a bit into the camp.
Good.
Hard to tell a whole lot more than that from the boat.
Just, I don't see, billowing smoke and ashes and
No.
On fire, right?
Civilization is continuing.
Okay, so that's good. That's good enough for me. Where did Menry go? Because we sent Menry back here. Would Menry have gone to Dumpstead because that's where he knows, or to Arkagi?
I thought Menry went to Storm Shield. Or not Storm Shield, Doma.
You were just at Doma, and Menry
and
was there.
Yeah, so I thought we were.
I'm so confused.
So
I don't know if you. I don't think you sent Menry anywhere. I think he was with you
Menry's
at
in
the
the
end.
forest.
Menry's in the forest?
My forest, yeah.
Oh, that's right. He's overwatching.
Oh.
That's
Yep.
true.
Okay, I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Watching the mushroom.
Protecting the mushroom.
I forgot about that. See, this is what happens when we don't play for 2 months.
Yep.
Because in my head, I think, didn't we send that was to Doma? Okay.
You found him, and then he was very upset initially about Maddie being a mushroom person,
That's right.
and then you sent him back to the tree.
Okay.
Okay.
I say let's go to Arkagi. Arkagi.
Find Maggie.
Kaji. Okay. And you would remember anyway that like any of the guards can be Maggie, but Arkagi is the capital, so.
And what you're requesting, you probably want to go there.
Mm-hmm.
So as we're doing our trip there, Ken starts to prep items for transfer.
Okay. So you guys head across the little bay here, and into Arkagi. It is a bustling port. The city of Arkagi is humongous. It's got towering buildings like 15 levels high. It's just like a sprawling city, spewing like pollution and smoke, and it reeks of industry. The docks are humongous, so you find a place to park your ship, pull up, and get off. And like I said, the first thing you smell is just like sulfur and burning metal.
Smells like eggs out here.
Yep.
I can't smell.
Lucky you.
As Ken gets off, he takes a big breath and goes, "Oh, fresh air! I've been waiting for this."
Micah's trying
Smells
not to
like
vomit.
home.
Trying to be so polite and not say anything about it, but Smells are all struggling.
Micah is audibly gagging walking through the streets. I guess we should find one of her automaton people and ask for her.
Yeah.
Which takes
agree.
about 5 seconds. And I just need to find my automaton voice. Hang on.
So I also want to make it
Communicating that
clear,
naturally.
No.
2.
Ken's bringing a big package with him too. as he
Whoa.
leaves.
How big of a package are we talking?
Are we talking like lose the Olympics? The Olympic pole vaulting size package?
That guy was a winner and a loser that day.
I feel like you should get one auto retake if that happens. So he hit it something before. So
Oh, he hit it.
Anyway, he hit it.
it's just he's gonna be a winner when he gets home.
Anyway.
Automaton, did you find your voice?
I
2.
Sure did.
Hello, automaton.
Hello. Ooh. Wow.
Hello.
Registered user. Mozzarella. Munch. Maddie. Registered user Maddie. Not found.
Oh, Buzz, show me.
We have an explanation for that. We just really gotta talk to Maggie.
So the automaton turns to you and says,
Registered user Mozzarella. Access granted.
and then it just starts going like, boop, 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 and then like the head goes down, and then it comes back up.
Mozzarella, you're back.
Yes. Much
And I
has
see
happened.
you have Micah and Maddie and Munch with you.
Ken starts like pacing in place, like we shouldn't speak here out in the open.
Yes, I was getting to that. It
Yes.
is wonderful to see you, but I would prefer if we could speak maybe somewhere more private.
Of course. Follow me.
And she starts to walk down the street a little bit as you're, kind of following her back towards these like mazes of like back alleys. And Ken, you've been here before, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you kind of know where you're going, where she's leading you. The rest of you have no idea where you're going. You can't see anything. Like I said, these things are like 15 stories high, just sprawling cities, all these crazy sights and smells and things that you've never seen. It is absolutely mind-blowing, especially for Maddie, because you've, being in nature most of the time, never seen anything like this. Anyway, as you're walking, she says,
It was the weirdest thing. I have to check the records of my automatons. They had no record or an error when they tried to search for Maddie.
Yeah.
Out in the open, we'll tell you when we get inside.
Yeah.
Of course.
You're gonna love it. Maybe. Or hate it. We'll find out.
So she continues to lead you back towards this large building, which now that you see it is sort of like a castle, but it has different kinds of gears rotating around like where there would be a castle tower. There's also like different kinds of constellations and gyroscopes hanging off the sides or just perched up on the top of the walls. You could tell this used to be like a very aristocratic, fancy castle that has been, kind of taken over by modern engineering. You walk inside, and she leads you through these hallways with just automatons. These are like solid gold automatons with glowing chests, cavities, I should say, with like bones or, like body parts on display in the center. in kind of an ornamental way. And she leads you through different corridors and things up to the third or fourth floor, which has a large meeting room, long table. It has like an electrical fire burning in the side, with like Tesla coils and things going up the sides of the room, different chairs around this long metal table. And she sits down with a clank and she says,
All right. What did you need to tell me?
Okay, first of all, Maddie's a mushroom.
A god. Ken just blurts out.
I'm sorry.
Maddie.
A mushroom and a god, or am I misunderstanding?
A mushroom
Well-
god.
A mushroom god.
I'm technically a mushroom in a forest far away,
Thornwood Forest, wasn't it?
Thornwood Forest.
and this is just an apparatus of my soul.
Not the crown, though.
Well, we have more in common than I think you would like to admit.
The crown is another god. It's fine.
Okay. Please explain.
The crown is we think the crown is the partial bit of a soul of the Lord of Souls, and he's missing
Feel like
something.
maybe we're giving too much information here.
Part of the bit of the Lord of Souls.
I'm not a
Yeah.
threat. That's all you need to know.
A bit of the soul of the Lord of Souls.
How
Anyway,
would you know that? And how did a bit of the Lord of Souls' soul get into a crown?
Before
It's
he
a long
died
story.
and was reborn as a god or something.
Died?
I don't know.
Ken.
Well, back when he
Well,
was
I don't think that you
mortal.
can be the Lord of Souls.
The
without-
Lord of Souls was
But-
mortal.
Yes. I think.
Please explain.
I mean, then you have what, Bane and the other guy that were demigods are cousins to him.
What?
Look, if we backtrack, we can explain much better.
Please start from the beginning.
Micah. You know what? No, mozzarella.
Okay, so before we left, it's been such a long journey, Maggie. You know that we've got an issue with this guy Bane destroying Stern Shield and kind of moving through the rest of the world. Like you're caught up there, right?
Yes.
Okay. So when we left, a lot of shit happened. We have seen some shit, all right? We have seen a giant spider beholder. It was terrifying, but we also killed it really. Kenneth?
Oh, as you
I
say
would
that,
like
as
to
his
know
king
more
goes,
about that.
ooh, and he opens up the box he has and then like pulls that out, and there's still other things in there. And it's like
Okay.
a giant, the beholder's eye in a jar.
Okay. So like we have seen some shit, right?
Ken, I would like to pay you for these.
In the process of doing that, we might have somehow killed Maddie and resurrected her as the god Leaves. Like Maddie and Leaves, I don't know what it's called. They fused. And Maddie's now a mushroom in Thornwood Forest, but can make little Maddies, little Maddie mushrooms. And that's what you see before you.
Maddie waves.
Okay. I also got this sick ass shield. I can do a lot of cool stuff with it. It's great. That's, you know, we did have to kill a Medusa about it. I'm getting to it. In the process of killing the Medusa, we found some books about this group of people called the Reapers. Have you ever heard of them?
Yes, I've read about them.
Okay. So one of the Reapers, or maybe the leader of the Reapers, I'm unclear on that, Bilvin, had this crown, and in one way or another, we got Well, no, we took the crown.
Okay.
Because I mean, it's just a loose crown. What are you gonna do? You know what I mean? Who doesn't want a little tiara, right? And
You see?
You see her eyes, which are really just kind of like lights, with a dancing white pupil in the center, just shoot up as if she's looking at her own head, which has a crown on it. Also, thank you, Beefy.
yes, thank you, Beefy. So we took the crown, and then through a series of questionable choices, it ended up on Maddie's head and kind of bore holes in her mushroom head. And inside that crown is the echo of the soul of this guy Bilvin. It
I
seems.
understand. Okay, I'm following you so far. Bilvin, cool.
Okay, so
The former
Bilvin-
head of the Reapers.
yeah, Bilvin and Bane, tight bros, loved each other. Definitely a bromance.
Cousins.
Interesting. How do they know each other?
Were they cousins?
Cousins.
Cousins.
It's a family affair.
So
Yeah.
that would mean
Yeah.
that Bane is actually Torvath cool.
Yeah. Or actually,
I
would
think
we know
he's
that, or
very
would only
uncool,
Maddie would know
but,
that?
You know.
I think Maddie was telling us what she learned, unless
Okay.
she wasn't.
I think you guys looked it up in the book.
Yes. So yes, Bane is
Oh, that's
Torvath.
right.
The echo that is Bilvin. Go ahead.
That has some dangerous, very dangerous implications.
Okay, I want to get to that. To get the last bit that we know is, I don't want you or need you to ask a lot of questions. We just might have been trying to summon the Lord of Souls, because the first time we encountered Bane, he popped up and helped us get out of there. We have reason to believe, we have very strong bagel-based evidence that Bilvin might have ascended to godhood to become the Lord of Souls.
On his
Upon his death. So that's where the Lord of Souls thing comes in. Maybe irrelevant. Don't want you to get hung up on it. That's where we're at. So I would love to know what you know about Torvath. Not cool. And I also would like to tell you that we know where he's going. We would like to maybe send an army to create a diversion so that we can sneak in and try to confront him, and likely die horrible, painful deaths.
Also, Jesse,
Yes.
I sent you a DM of the different items. Some of the more important items Ken might be unpacking right now.
I saw that. I was going to get to that.
Okay.
But thank you. I don't always see that, so I appreciate it. Especially the streamer meta. Okay.
I think, did I leave anything out, fellow party members? Because there's a lot that's happened.
I think that's good.
I think that's the basics.
So
The
she
most
just
important thing is the army for the distraction.
Yeah.
Oh. Ken walks over to Mazzarella and leans in and like whispers, "What about the pyramid thing you guys were talking about? He's trying to open."
That was a part where I said we know where he's going. He's going to this ziggurat that's underground. You know anything about ziggurats? You a big ziggurat fan?
Who's not a Ziggurat fan?
I mean, who's not, right?
Ziggurats under. Where is the Ziggurat?
So a little bit further back in our history, back when we still had our buddy Mwanza, may he rest in peace. Pour one out for him. We ended up somehow, I don't even remember how we got there, but we ended up in this like abandoned dwarf city that had been ravaged by something. And there was nothing but ghosts of dwarves. This was underneath
Dwarf
Stern
City.
Shield. Yes. This was underneath Stern Shield, and on our way out of there, we saw this like glowing ziggurat, this subterranean glowing ziggurat underground, subterranean.
Very interesting. Ziggurat, you say, in Weirheim?
I mean, it was under. I don't know where specifically geographically we were, because once we were subterranean, we traveled so far that I don't know where we were.
Weirheim is the continent you're on.
Ah, yes, yeah, no, yeah, we were. Look, I'm not good with geography, Mac. It's probably my weakest subject.
This was a long time ago, too.
Also remember, to be fair, until like a few months ago, all Cheese knew was a storm shield of the world, and that was it. And his little lake that he lived on.
Mm-hmm. So,
All right.
do you know of any? I mean, because Maggie's like old, right?
Very old. She's like 300 and something years old.
Do you know of any dwarf cities that had some sort of like? It seemed like a very like a bad catastrophic event that
Out
kind
of character. I remember when I was Wanza, something came about them knowing the language of like the ogres or something too.
Cyclops.
That's out of character. The Cyclops, yeah, that's out of character though. Ken doesn't know that, but you guys would probably remember because Wanza knew it, type thing.
Apparently, they worked with the Cyclops. This dwarf city. Do you know anything about it?
The Gobian Empire?
Sure.
There are some frightening implications here. I haven't heard of a ziggurat anywhere outside of Altasimir.
Well, we saw. I mean, assuming that we weren't in that place you just said, we saw one.
You would have never heard of that before.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is all very troubling. If Bane is indeed Reddit cool, and Torvath cool, he would have had been elevated to his station, which means that he can only be a demigod of midnight. If midnight is involved, then we are all in grave danger.
Wasn't Midnight sidebar?
Yes.
The one town like that Yorgiv was from that got completely destroyed. Wasn't the church in that town like a shrine to Midnight?
No. You're talking about the one. You're talking about Deadham, right?
Yeah. That wasn't Midnight?
No.
I think it was a dead god, like the god of death, or
That
not
was
god of death,
that was Frost.
but Frost.
Okay. My bad. Okay.
Alright.
So how do
Where-
we kill Midnight?
That's not a question. Although, your friend here, Maddie, may know more about it than you do, and I do.
Yeah.
Maddie just looks at everybody.
Hey, screw me.
Hi.
If, as you say, Maddie is an avatar of the god Leaves, then Leaves is a brother of Midnight. Or sister.
I was gonna say, I thought Leaves was a lady.
I have
Midnight is a
family.
brother of Leaves.
I have a family.
Well,
Yes.
sure.
More friends.
Wait, can I just talk to other gods?
Not right now.
Can Maddie like channel Leaves' memories of midnight?
Yes. That actually I gave you in the beginning of last session, which you may or may not remember.
I remember getting like a whole history of the world.
Yes. So I gave you a very like flashes of memories because Leaves was dead and you fused with a dead goddess. I gave you fractions of, or fragmented, that was the word I was looking for, fragmented memories of Leaves, of being with your siblings on another planet. Then they kind of divided out into sub-factions. They went to war with each other, were destroying or destroyed the planet, left, and then you all, led by Dawn, came to this planet, and then they found you.
Okay. So I relay that to the party.
You would also know that them finding you and your death was a direct result of the war that that Bilvin died in.
Oh.
Wait, I had a complete ADHD moment and I heard every word you just said and I didn't process any of it.
Okay, fair enough. I know this is kind of a lore dump and I hate doing that, but so Maddie recalled being on another planet with all of Leaves' siblings.
Yes.
And then something happened where they all kind of fractured out into little sub-factions, or two main sub-factions. And the darker pantheon attacked the others and forced them to flee. The planet was destroyed. Dawn and the other kind of light pantheon gods came to this planet, but they, in trying to run away from the other ones, they were found, and then it started a war, which a few of the gods died, and including, well, and you know, a lot of people obviously, including Bilvin. So that's how Bilvin died.
I guess we should see how Bilvin feels about Leaves, or being in the head of Leaves, because it sounds like Bilvin probably was bros with Midnight.
I can try to go back and ask.
That might not be a bad idea.
Yeah.
It would help to know more about our enemy before we start making plans to attack.
Okay. Can I get a bagel?
Mhm.
Cool.
All right, roll a wisdom check. All right. Well, it takes a little bit, and you're not really able to hear the whispering. So eventually, Maggie says,
Were you able to make contact with Bilvin?
No, I can't concentrate really well.
Perhaps it is the room. Should I call you Maddie or Leaves?
Maddie?
so Maggie's eyes kind of go blank for a second, then she comes back and says,
Your registry has been updated. Please, follow me, Maggie. Maddie. I have a room that may help.
and she leads
Okay.
you out of this room, up some stairs, and to a large, like, lavish room. It's full of, like, children's toys. It has, like, pink and white decor like everywhere. Like there's on the bed, there's like curtains and things up. But it seems like no one's been in this room in a long time. A long time.
Well, this is fancy.
Yes, my parents certainly thought so.
Oh. Oh.
You may use this
Aw.
room. It's
Okay.
quiet.
Do I get to like roll with advantage?
Yes. In fact, I won't even make you roll because you're just gonna kind of sit there until it
Okay.
works anyway. So you then Maggie just kind of like stands there. Or actually, Maggie's gonna leave the room. So you hear like the clanking. She's smart enough to know. She's got a high wisdom. She clanks out of the room, closes the door, and you hear her say,
Take as much time as you need, Maddie.
as she
Thanks.
walks away down the hallway. So you find a comfortable spot with some light kind of just peeking in around the white curtains. And you get very relaxed and you are able to, descend back into this transitive state holding your bagel. I almost said bagel for some reason.
Cool.
And you meet back up with Bilvin. So he's standing there and he says, is that a bagel I smell on you?
It sure is. Asiago with
I
some
was-
schmear.
I was going to ask if that was Asiago. Are you going to eat that?
No, I bought it for you.
Ah, thank you. And he reaches out and he grabs it. He rips it in half and hands you half back.
Oh, thanks.
I'm not one to take everyone else's food.
Well, if you do want it, you can have it. I'm just a mushroom.
I appreciate that.
So I came back because I have a few questions.
Well, I'm not sure how much I can help you, but I will do my best. From our conversation before, I seem to not be as up on the current comings and goings.
Well, you might be. So Maddie takes like a step back. How do you feel
Yes?
about how do you are you friends with Midnight?
Midnight? Friends with that demon? Of course not.
Okay. Are you friends with Leaves?
Leaves. Now that is a goddess I can respect. We were
Okay,
not.
well
We've not met, obviously. I am a mortal, of course. Leaves, though, gave her life to defend the honor of my people.
yeah, Leaves is pretty cool. Well, I personally know Leaves.
Oh, really? I would be awfully embarrassed if you mentioned my name. You see, Leaves died defeating my greatest shame.
I think Leaves is okay. I think Leaves is okay. So what had happened? See, part of me is, well, I guess I am. I'm Leaves. Is that cool with you?
He just kind of stops,
Maddie
stares at
backs
you.
up again.
He says, "No, Leaves is dead. You see, after the Reapers turned on me and my men, and we retreated, they gained power. The demons infused them with power further, and Leaves was the only one strong enough to stand against them. She gave her life to destroy my greatest failing, listening to those damnable pair, Hiddick Runecarver and Weneth. I knew they went too far."
Maddie knows all this, right? Because it's
Yes.
Okay.
You
so
know bits
Maddie-
and pieces of it. It's a little fragmented.
So Maddie fills. I keep wanting to call him Billy Bob because I think that's what she's called him earlier.
Ilvin.
Billy boy.
Bilvin.
Billy Bagel boy.
Maddie fills Bilvin in on everything up to Maddie becoming Leaves.
Like everything?
As much as she seems fit so that he understands why Leaves is Maddie.
So do you tell him about, like, Bane and all that?
I feel like, yeah.
So you mean to tell me that my noble cousin has transformed into some undead tree demon?
Yeah.
And
he's
you-
not nice.
As soon as you've convinced him that you are, in fact, Leaves, he is going to, like, drop the bagel on the ground and get down on his knees and, like, bow as low as he can.
Oh. You can get up and eat your bagel. Here, have my half that was not on the ground.
I could
I
never.
don't know what's... Okay.
Poor Maddie.
I insist. Please, I'm just Maddie. It's okay.
As your god, I demand you eat.
Eat the bagel.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for everything, for all of the pain and
Do
well,
you need a hug?
killing you. I thought.
Do you want a hug? It's okay. I don't judge you.
Much.
No. No, that's okay.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Just want to make sure we're okay here. Like it's all good. It's fine. But we do need anything that you can tell us so that we can fix this with Bane. Because
Of course. What? How can I help?
You know
What do we
anything
need
about
again? It's been a
ziggurats?
yeah, do you know anything about ziggurats?
Ziggurats. Well, I know of a few old Gobian relics. Why do you ask?
Bane's trying to open a ziggurat. It seems like that's
What?
the portal that he. Okay.
Bane is trying to open a ziggurat.
Well, now you know about ziggurats. Yeah.
Convenient.
Those, well, they're not designed to be known about. I only know about them through extensive research and study, and, of course, through the musings of, again, Weneth and Idic. Those are
Yeah.
incredibly dangerous artifacts.
Well,
You don't
we
know.
kind of.
Well, you should know.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I've never personally, me, Maddie, have seen it.
Well, I understand Maddie, but Leaves would know extensively. The knowledge for how to create those ziggurats was passed down directly from you.
Are you telling me I've had the answer the whole time?
The whole time?
Answer is
I can't go back and tell them.
You know
Well,
how
you
they
might as well
work
just
greater
stay
than
here.
anyone here. Then
Oh, okay.
If Bane is trying to unlock one of them, that would be cataclysmic. The entire
Yeah.
continent would be destroyed.
I think that's his goal. Just between us.
Well, that makes sense. If, as you say, he's working for midnight.
Yeah. So I just need to tap into everything and go
Yes.
tell my friends that I had the answer the whole time.
You need, at any cost, you need to stop him before he unleashes what's in that ziggurat.
Is there anything more that you can do?
I am but a fragment of
Yeah.
myself. I am trapped and confined to this crown,
Okay.
as is any who dies wearing it. But it was worth it for the power it afforded me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you become the Lord of Souls. So,
You keep saying that. I don't know what the Lord of Souls is.
well, you might. Okay, I'll go admit to my friends that I've known the answer the whole time, and I might come back here permanently. I don't know.
To be fair, you're a new god. Like,
Micah might shoot me with an arrow.
You have
But it'll be okay.
fragmented memories. It's fine.
If I return very soon, I'll make sure I have another bagel. All right?
That would be great. I look forward to our next meeting. And he bows down again as far as he can.
Stop doing that.
And as you kind of let go of this transitive state, you delve a little bit into the memories of Leaves, and you have this picture of a fight between your brother, a brother of yours, Rain, and a gigantic, absolutely enormous dragon. And the dragon is spraying acid everywhere, melting like thousands of giant creatures, cyclopses. And as this is happening, your brother, you are trying to fight it off. You're trying to keep, you're like making vines grow everywhere around them to try to shield them from this acid, as your brother Leaves flies up into the sky and crashes down into this dragon, creating a giant crater, and seemingly destroying it. And then you wake back up.
That was terrifying. Okay. Maggie.
Okay, so it takes a second, and you hear the clanging footsteps of Maggie coming back down the hallway, and the door opens.
Alright, I'm ready. I'm ready to go back to my friends now.
Wonderful. What was it that you were able to find out?
Well, apparently I know everything, so it's
Everything. That's
Yeah.
a lot.
well, Leaves knows a lot about ziggurats more than anybody.
Well, just seems like a matter of trusting your own instincts then. Maybe you can fill me in on the story.
So I'll just assume, for sake of not repeating the entire thing again, that you fill Maggie in on what happened on the way back down. Or if we want, you can just, say that we wait until you get down there and then you fill everybody in.
Yeah, I'll just fill everybody in at the same time.
Okay.
Maddie, what the fuck? You had to
I'm-
answer the whole time.
I didn't know. I'm so sorry.
This is probably good. Maybe Leaves knows how to make it so that we disable whatever the cataclysm is. I don't know. Fine, it's good. It sounds like we really need to get to that ziggurat, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think time is of the essence here.
I
Maggie,
agree.
where did we fall on the creating a distraction idea?
Well, I can certainly talk with the Fey Queen.
We should do that. Yes.
Between
I'm-
the Fey and my automatons, we'll have a pretty formidable distraction.
Yeah.
But what is your plan?
Well, hopefully that distraction thins out Bane's forces and we can go in and die horribly.
Not ideal.
If Bane is a demigod, right? Bane's not a god.
Correct.
I know we need to go fight him, but I don't know how to kill a demigod.
What do you need? You have all the tools you need. You have a god with you, Mozzarella.
Maddie, I don't mean this to disparage you. We have the avatar of
It's
a
fine.
god. The mushroom avatar of a god with us. I don't know if you know this about mushrooms, but they're very squishy.
90% water.
You need to think what advantages you have over Bane. When the orcs raided Archmagi, it wasn't called Archmagi. We didn't have strong warriors or defenses, but we outlasted them with our engineering prowess. You will need to find a way.
Okay, we're gonna do this with the power of friendship.
Yay!
Almost your friends die.
I mean, we do have a really cool robot that can sling fireballs. That's probably good enough, right? It's powered by Dawn, so that's good.
Yeah, I think we'll figure it out. We'll get there. We'll figure it out.
I'm just gonna wing it. The shield's really good. We got a god. We got a proto god inside of that god. We got, yeah, we got Art. We got Maggie's troops. We got the Fae Queen. Menry's off the board. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
You got
Plus,
Nefri.
we have
bagels.
bagels, and we've got 2 bags of holding. So if we really need to, we can just make a nuke.
Yeah.
Ken's like, we only have 1 bag of holding.
What happened to Krampus's bag?
That's the one
I
we
have it. I think. No,
I
because
have
you
this.
had
And
yours.
you have 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my other one was one I temporary can make and dismake, and I have other items, so I dropped that enchantment.
Oh, well, you could just enchant another one. And
I
you're going to
could,
die when you
Ken
do it
just-
anyway.
Ken just makes it clear he only has 1.
You're level 12. How do you only have 1 actual bag of holding?
Because that's the only one he actually given us, and I used my items to use
Wow.
to other things. Why do I need to make?
I need a
have that
better
idea
DM is the
myself?
problem.
Wait, so
Also-
all my
wait.
stuff is gone?
Oh, I have the Krampus bag of holding. Everything's
Oh.
inside that.
Also, we could just, Micah
no,
can
wait.
do a little rope trick next to Bane, and then we can throw the bag of holding over that and all sacrifice
I
ourselves.
mean, if I die, I just get to go hang out with
Yeah,
the Lord of
Ma-
Souls, so.
yeah, Maddie's gonna be fine.
Yeah. It'll be fine.
I
Well,
feel
Maybe y'all
like-
can come with me if we hug.
I
Maybe.
feel like we did have like a smaller bag of holding or something. Now that I think of it, like a coin pouch or something.
Yeah, you had like the satchel of holding or something, which is like a
Yeah, we
small.
had like a coin pouch one that we found up at the Medusa's lair. I think it was. 'Cause
Perfect.
I almost
We-
put it in my bag, and I was like, you know what? Ken's gonna check it first. And Jesse went. I was about to ask her, "You sure you wanted to put it in the bag?" I remember
enough.
that now. So we do have like a little coin pouch one.
Good to
Okay.
know we have a backup nuke.
If the first one doesn't work, we'll try again.
Plan B for bomb.
Exactly.
Okay.
We're
So-
just telling Maggie about the nuke also. Maggie hears all of it.
I'm just more shocked no one asked why Ken was carrying the boxes, the big box around instead of putting it in his sack.
It didn't even cross my mind.
Yeah,
for some
not even
reason.
once.
Ken literally
Okay.
was walking around with this giant sack hanging off his side with this huge package in his hands.
Maggie, can you think of anything we should bring with us, whether it be knowledge or tools that could aid us?
Sorry, I was distracted by Powder saying he's carrying a huge sack with something else.
He has a huge sack with a huge package.
Yes, the huge package and the huge sack. Yeah, I'm thrown.
Okay. Anything else we need before we head out?
Well, it sounds like there's something you need to be very aware of in that ziggurat. I would be very careful.
Of.
I do not know. You would have to ask Maddie.
Is it the big acid dragon?
Yeah.
Wait, I thought
There's
you
a
knew
big
this.
acid dragon.
Yeah, I was, as soon as he said that, I was like, is the ziggurat a goddamn dragon mound? Are we just taking dragon mounds from Skyrim?
No.
We would never. Okay. So, beware of dragon. Got it.
With
Maybe you
acid.
could make friends. You made friends with Menry.
I mean, I don't know, because Leaves kind of battled this dragon before. We might have some bad blood.
Didn't you also, like, halfway make friends with that creature that was in the orc camp?
I did.
I would also.
And the
Got it.
creature at Medusa's until somebody. Maddie looks at Ken. Stole things.
I'm just saying, Leaves might have fought that dragon, but Leaves wasn't half Maddie at that time. I mean, maybe Leaves wasn't as friendly as you are.
I don't know if we can say that.
See. We'll see.
If
how
only
it
you had a
goes.
Medusa to
Fine.
look at it.
If only.
If only.
If only.
Oh,
Hey,
what
did we-
could have
wait.
been?
Did we keep the Medusa head?
No, we gave it to
No.
what's his face.
Oh, yeah. So here you go. Don't look at this.
Or no, wait, we didn't have anything, right? Because she kind of like blew up.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
got
right. She, like,
squished.
disintegrated.
That's right.
Okay.
Deke did do that, which then set in motion
Everything.
a chain of events that made him a problem.
It's almost like making deals with little demons. It's not a
dude.
good idea.
Jesse.
Hmm.
It's like during all this conversation, Ken finishes unpacking the last 2 jars. They're
Okay.
inside the giant package.
So Maggie, after you are all done talking, we'll have words.
I'm done.
I don't know what acid dragon's like, but I'll try to be its friend.
Okay.
Probably Tums, by the way. I'm sure they love antacid. Like, big fans of omeprazole.
Unless it's an
I'm sorry. What's the name of it, Cheese?
Omeprazole, I'm sorry.
I've never heard of that.
Omeprazole?
Yeah.
It's an over-the-counter, like, instead of, like, taking a Tums, you take 2 weeks of omeprazole and, like, you don't have... It's supposed to be only 2 weeks and you're good, but in my case, it's never only 2 weeks and you're good.
Huh, okay. So Maggie, looking at all this stuff on the table, is going to say,
Ken,
Yes.
what is all of this?
Ken points out, oh, that's the beholder eye there, or multiples. Then these are the bones of the dead god when he was immortal. And then that's Mazzarella's arm for when I replaced it with a robotic one. So he's,
I was looking for that.
sorry.
Wait, can you laugh again in Maggie's voice? Because that was great.
What? Mozzarella, does that mean you are willing to join?
I mean, I kind of took this arm as an act of desperation, but yeah, sure. Dual citizenship, why not?
One of us. One of us.
Thank you very much for your contribution.
Yeah. Just, hopefully there's not any weird consequences.
She grabs the arm and then kind of holds it up, and it phases out of existence.
Goodbye, arm. Bye-bye.
You were a
Ken.
good arm.
What are you doing with those beholder eyes?
Ken goes, oh, you were talking about payment. I figure, that project I was working on to just be towards you helping me finish that up at some point.
Of course.
Excellent.
The rest of you, please. You may exit out of the door that you came in. One of my alter egos will take you to a room if you would like to stay for just a little rest before you head back out. Ken, if you could come with me, please.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a nap.
All right.
So as we're exiting the room, Ken just goes, my sister's still here. Did they finally go home?
Wasn't it just one sister that was here?
They were both merchants. I don't remember if it was both or not.
Okay.
No, they've gone home. Your mother was very happy to see them.
I keep missing them.
She's worried about you. I don't know why.
Oh, it's mother.
Yes,
Mom
well,
wants me hid with her sandals again. Oh wait, I got those actually.
of course. You are very capable. I don't understand why she worries so much. Now, come with me.
And she pulls you into this back room. Like you go down a long set of spiral stairs that goes into this like back laboratory. And as you walk in, she raises her hands and lights just go poof, 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 all the way down. And it illuminates this really kind of large laboratory, which, based on how you got here, you are able to discern it's pretty well kept secret. And she walks you back further in the lab, and she says,
All right, Ken. This book here contains everything that you're going to need. I would suggest you start collecting some of the materials as you find them.
and around this lab, you're going to notice that there are different kinds of tables and sloped chairs, like operating tables, that have different automatons on them in various stages of construction.
So Ken right now is just bouncing up and down, and his tail is just wagging excitedly.
Oh, yes, of course. You'll also need this.
And she grabs like a small glowing blue orb off of the table and fixes it onto your arm, on the underside here. And she explains that you can use that to translocate things into a compartment on the ship, that if you find something in this book, you can use it to transport it to a safe spot on the ship. The ship has a compartment specifically designed to hold the components that you need.
Excellent, thank you.
You are very welcome. You've proved loyal enough, and
Sorry, hang on. What's the word I'm looking for? We'll go with another one.
you've proved loyal enough and intelligent enough to understand my writings. I wish you luck.
And says thank you. And Ken bows like a very deep bow.
She,
She returns it and says,
just be careful not to kill your friends in the process.
I think they're more likely to kill me. That's-
Accidental killing is not tolerated.
What about intentional killing?
I know, it's like, Ken's looking at it like, accidental, but intentional's okay. He starts scratching the top of his head, slightly confused.
Accidental killing in the process of following the instructions is not allowed.
Oh, okay. Yep. Nope, not a problem. Understood. Ken salutes at that.
Or purposeful.
I don't
She
think I would
nods.
purposely hurt them.
All right. So, I think with that, this is a good place to end the session for today.
Okay.
Oh, no,
There's
go
one
ahead.
thing there was one thing I wanted to do, which is probably not going to bear fruit, so it will be quick. What is it, a D100 to pray to a god?
Yep.
I'm gonna try to
Anything
pray to
5
Dawn.
or lower.
I'm going to try to. I still have my Mwanza scale, right? Well, it's in my arm, so I'm just gonna like kind of hold my arm and try to pray to Dawn.
All right. Let's see. What do we got? 16. Oh my god.
So close.
That
Okay.
is so close. All right. Good try though. It's a good thought. All right.
Can I like give him advantage since I'm a
Darth,
god?
it wasn't a half decayed arm. Ken purposely preserved it, and I told Jesse that.
Yes.
Okay. I liked the image of it being half decayed.
It's only a quarter decade. No. But if he were to talk to you, then maybe something could come of that. What did you want to ask?
Yeah, can we pray to Maddie?
Yes.
I
You
just
can.
wanted to like ask Dawn what they know of Midnight and like what,
Will she support us?
yeah, will she support us and like,
Oh, Maddie could probably answer that.
yeah. like-
Yes.
oh, good.
Go ahead, Motion.
Thanks for the
Yes.
support.
I
I just want to know if there's any like weaknesses we can exploit, basically, that could have maybe been passed on to Bane.
I feel like
Daytime.
Midnight would be allergic to daytime.
Get him out in the dawn. He's in trouble.
Man,
Right about noon, he's just completely useless.
We fight at noon.
Maddie, roll a d20. I'll give you a piece of information if you get above a 15.
Damn.
Nope.
Okay.
You sure you didn't mean a 5?
I did. Yeah. There is a weakness, but I'm not going to tell you it at the moment.
okay.
Can I use
might
my
just-
inspiration?
Sure. Also, anytime you pray to Maddie, she gets inspiration.
Never mind.
Oh,
Not
it
very
was
inspired.
on
Pray
a
harder.
17, and then it like rolled back.
Pray harder.
Okay.
You're not worthy.
All right. So that's it for today. So that was a fun session. It was a good session back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We learned a lot. I'm sorry that was a little lore dense. I don't normally
Okay,
like to
good.
just dump like that, but it was necessary in the context.
It was
No,
fun.
it's good back. We get the lore dump this session, and then we all die next session.
Right. you know how I operate. Okay. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. It was great to be back and see everybody again. I'm looking forward to continuing. We will be back in 2 weeks, I think.
Oh,
On the 22nd.
Yeah, I can't do next week, so.
Yeah.
2 weeks works for me.
Yeah, I believe that day works for me as well.
All right. So we should be back on the 22nd. Keep up to date with us in the Discord if you'd like to make sure, because things do come up, especially now. It's been obviously it's been like 2 months since our last time streaming, so you'll find out all the information on when we go live in the Discord. And until next time, I am Jesse. You can find me here, basically. Cheese, you can also find on Stevie's stream, which is linked in the name of the stream, as well as Darth, who you can also find on Motion's channel on Fridays, right? Sometimes?
Sometimes, yes.
Okay. Motion also streams on Motion Chickness, twitch.tv/. And Powder, you can find on Twitter, maybe sometimes, and in the Discord. Thank you for linking all of that stuff, Nightbot. Any other parting words?
Stay hydrated.
Yeah.
That is perfect coming from you.
Mushrooms are 90% water, apparently.
Yes. More water than a
Yeah,
potato.
Eat your meds, take your food, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Take your
Water
food to the med store.
plants. Water your plants.
Yes, don't let your plants die.
I gotta go water my plants. Everybody? All right. Do we have someone we want to raid out to?
I did not.
All right. We'll end it then.
Yeah.
Careful. You might
Go
reach
find
the
your-
stream talking about Deadpool.
No!
Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, so at the end of the movie... oh, no, he's deleting me.
Cancelled. I was yelling at Beefy. I'm just gonna say, go eat breakfast! Or dinner, or... Well, wait a couple hours and have breakfast. Okay. Good night,
Breakfast
everybody.
for dinner is the best. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.